Today is June 20th, 2017, and I want to do a quick front yard and garden review. Well, here we are out by the mailbox. You can see the flowers are coming on very nicely. Look at that. Some of these flowers are just, and look at these guys. That's a vine of some sort. Oh, you see them down here? Look at that. I'm not sure what this is, but I like it. Wow. The marigolds. That is just something else. And the sunflowers are coming on. They're getting pretty close to 5 feet tall. This one's only about 3.5 feet. You see them? The nasturtium, I just love those nasturtium. I would just like to have more and more of those guys. I had a lot of trouble getting them to grow. But look at this, guys. I just was out here weed whacking. Look at that. I've got a huge squash. Must be, I don't know, 16 inches, 18 inches long. So I need to pick that. So you can see the cantaloupe is starting to bush out. Man. The squash are really getting big. And so are these should be rutabagas. Those kind of olive green leaves. So cantaloupe is really taking off, and look at that. Watermelon is starting to, the vines are starting to move. I've trained them to kind of go up the trellis, so we'll see what happens. And look at that. That is thick with vines. So finally they're taking off, and you can see the potatoes. Some of them look like they're doing good. Other ones, you can see back in there, it makes you think that it's soon to harvest those. Here, let's go through this gate. And you can see the peas. The heat, it got very, very cold, hot today, and you can see that these peas they seem to be suffering. There's still some peas that I need to pick. I mean, there's still some peas out here to pick, so that's good. I love these peas. So you might notice that this tree, this apple tree, I finally cut off the branches. It hasn't been thriving. So I need to replace it with something. I don't know if I should plant my grapevine here or another little apple tree. I've got, you see this apple tree. Well, here, this is the grapevine. These should be globe grapes. And that's a little apple tree right there that the vine is attached to. And then that's a little apple tree here. So I've got a couple apple trees I could plant. And look at that. You see the pole beans are finally starting to cover all the fencing. So they're beautiful. Can you see those guys? You see all those beans? Need to come out here and pick them. I've already picked a couple of gallons of beans. Bush beans and pole beans. And oh, they're very nice. And you can see the corn is starting to come up. So it looks like at the end of July I might have something. And what I'm really excited about is this okra. You see that? That is something else. That's a forest. And I've got, here, look at this. Can you see that? I've got a whole bunch of bush beans I need to pick out here. You see them? So I haven't been picking any bush beans in the front yard, but the backyard I picked some. So you can see the vines are starting to move. And now, oh, those cucumbers have flowers on them. And I still have some peas over here that I need to come out and pick. See that? That's beautiful. And these taste so nice, these sugar snaps. And here, you can see the watermelon vine. It's starting to move too, it's starting to grow. And I've let that mustard grow to seed. And I don't know how long I need to wait before I can pick this seed. But I got a lot of mustard seed to collect if I can figure out how to collect it. Okay, oh. Look at this. I think that's not. You see this plant right here? Very nice. Here, let me go around and show you. A friend of mine planted one of these in the garden a few years ago. This, I think it's borage, but you guys may know it. I'll have to check online, but I think it's borage. But look at this. These are beautiful for bees. You can eat the flowers. Here, you see that? You can eat those. So I'm very excited about every year they come back. There are volunteers that come back on their own. So I like to see that. And oh, sun's in the eyes. Here, let's see if I can get through here. I should go over there and show you those rutabagas. Here, let me show you what they look like. See if I can get back through here. Now that's the problem, is making my path through this. I do have a little bit of space here, but I always... You see that? Can you see those guys back there? So they're at about, I don't know, quarter pound right now. You could eat them, but they get a lot bigger than that. So we'll wait a month or two. At the end of July, they'll be probably ready to pick. So, here, I wanted to show you over here. I wanted to show you how big this, see that sunflower? Or is the sun blinding us? Here. You see how big this sunflower is? It's a nice big plant. It's 6 feet tall, at least. And look, my path here has been, because I've let these onions go to seed and they've gone sideways, I really can't walk through there very well, and I can't seem to find the seeds yet. So I don't know how long I have to wait for that. Oh, some beans I need to pick down there. You see that? These are, wow, they're beautiful. You see those? We had, over the weekend, we had an inch and a half and then a half inch. I think that was a couple days ago. Things are kind of drying up now, but that was a very nice rain. And now my rain barrels are full. So I need to, either tonight or tomorrow, I need to start watering again. Okay. Hey. Just doing a video. Well, somebody's walking by on the street and they see me talking to myself. Well, anyway, that's pretty much the sum of things. Man, when it gets hot, it really gets hot here. And when it rains, it can really rain. So today has been a fairly warm day. But as you can see, well, maybe you can't see, but it's starting to cool down here. And it's becoming a very nice evening. So I think it's about, what time is it? It's about 7:30 now, 7:30 p.m. So anyway, so the squash is coming on. What's really fun is to take the herbs and things, like the mint. I just picked a dandelion root, and to put that in your tea with the mint and the oregano and the basil, and of course you know I throw in some British breakfast tea bag in the middle of my tea. Throw in all those herbs and makes a very nice cup of tea. Anyway, that's what I do. And then of course the rutabaga, well not the rutabaga, the dandelion root, I'll eat that afterwards because it'll be cooked through. So anyway, just in case you're that's one of the funnest things that I have from my garden is some fresh herbs and mints. I'm not sure, I think mint is an herb, but you guys probably know better. Anyway, whatever they are, it's nice to have some fresh things to throw into your tea, and I find that that's one of the funnest things for having some mint and oregano and basil, and I think that's pretty much all I throw in there besides the dandelion. Okay, love you guys. You have a good evening or a good day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like if you do. Bye-bye.